Hello you guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Cassie if you're new here, and welcome to Cassie's Castle. Today's video is going to be a long one. I am here to give you all the tips and tricks to buying Loungeflies, all the things that I've learned. I only started collecting during Miss Rona, which was like April of 2020, so it's a little bit over a year of collecting, and I've learned some things along the way. So if you're interested, make sure you guys give it a thumbs up, make sure you subscribe, and grab a snack because I feel like I'm gonna be talking forever because I want to make sure that I give you all the information that you need to know, because I always get questions and I just feel like this is gonna be helpful. Let's get started. Let's talk about what Loungefly is. So Loungefly is the name of the brand. They do an assortment. I feel like there's a glare or like a spot on my camera. It's my cup. They have mini backpacks, which is the most popular thing. There's wallets, they have pins now, they have ears, they make their own did I say wallet? Fanny packs. Now they have Stitched by Loungefly, which is like a clothing kind of brand, so you can get like clothes in your ears that are Loungefly. Now they have different licenses, so you can get Loungeflies that are Disney, which is obviously there's like more of a Disney channel, so we're gonna be talking about that. But they also have like Harry Potter, they have Barbie, Pokemon, just like a bunch of different fandoms. That's the first part. That's like the basics, okay? Today we're gonna focus on Disney mini backpacks because that's like the most popular thing. If you look at Loungefly collections, mini backpacks are like the biggest thing. If you go to a Disney park, Disneyland, Disney World, Disney Paris, whatever, they have exclusive bags to that park. You can only get them at those parks. You can't get them anywhere else unless they are being resold, which we will talk about later. They're exclusive to the parks and you have to buy them from the parks, or you can get them on Shop Disney. Then we have loungefly.com, which is obviously the Loungefly website, and they have bags that most of the time you can only get on the Loungefly website, or you could also get them through small shops that they partner with. But you cannot get park exclusive bags from the Loungefly website. That is just like their own kind of thing. Now there are some popular stores that you can kind of get them from besides Loungefly, and that is Box Lunch and Hot Topic. For the most part, you can only get these bags at those two stores. Like this bag right here, that was from Box Lunch. I don't think you can buy that anywhere else. It was a Box Lunch exclusive. Same with this one. And then Box Lunch and Hot Topic, they have actual stores. Like besides like their website, you can also go to a mall, and a lot of the time there is Hot Topic and there is Box Lunch stores that you can go get Loungeflies. I don't know if Hot Topic does this. I don't really buy my bags from Hot Topic. You look up like Box Lunch and then type in the city that you know there's a Box Lunch located. There's usually an Instagram for it, and they'll post an update like, oh, we just got this bag in, there's only 5 available, come quick, blah 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 blah, kind of a thing. So if you want to stay updated on what's available at your store, especially if it's not being sold online and you can only get it in store, that's a great way to do it, is to follow them on Instagram. That way you're notified and you can just go pick it up. And then the last kind of way you can buy Loungeflies is through small shop exclusive. There are a bunch of different small shops. I will leave them in the description if you are interested in checking them out. I don't know all of them. I feel like I do, but I probably don't. So if you know of any, just comment them down below and I will add that to the list. So there's places like Pink a la Mode or Blue Culture Tees, like those are small shops. They will kind of come up with like their own exclusive designs. You can only get them at that small shop. You can't get it anywhere else. You can't get it at the parks. You can't get it on loungefly.com. It is only through that small shop. So those are kind of all the kinds of places that you can buy Loungeflies from, and kind of like the different categories, if that makes sense. Moving on. Okay, so now we're going to talk about pricing. So Loungefly backpacks can range from about $60 to $90 per bag, and usually the $90 ones are like the park exclusives. Everything else is kind of like in between, and I feel like the price have gotten more expensive throughout Miss Rona. They can be really expensive. Now I think it's very helpful to try and save money where you can, especially if you are like me and you purchase a lot of bags. You obviously want to save money. Now the park exclusives, you're probably not going to save money. So if you go to a park and you see a LOUNGEFLY that you want and it's a park exclusive bag, I would just buy it, because you can't get it anywhere else, and once it sells out, it sells out. Like, there's no way it's gonna go on sale, especially if it's really popular. You just want to make sure that for the park exclusives, you just kind of get them. Like, you don't really have a choice when it comes to that one. But then if you purchase from Box Lunch and Hot Topic, they do this thing called Box Lunch Money and Hot Topic Cash. So basically, each time that you make a purchase through Box Lunch, it could be anything from the website. It could be shirts, pins, whatever you feel like buying. You can kind of collect points. So just make sure that you create an account with one or both of the stores, and you'll collect points, and the points kind of turn into rewards. And you can use Box Lunch Money and Hot Topic Cash. I believe it's every 2 months, but correct me if I'm wrong. It might be every month, but I don't think it is. I think it's every 2 months. You'll get like a piece of paper when you make whatever purchase. So like if I ordered these pair of ears from Box Lunch, they would ship me my ears, and then there'll be like a piece of paper and it says you qualify for $30 off of $60 purchase on these dates. So we'll have a date that you can make that purchase for, and you can use it on anything. Okay, what's great is, like, for example, this Pocahontas bag, I got it for, I believe, $30, and the original price is $60 because I had $30 off of $60. So it really does help, and it helps you kind of grow a collection if you're really interested in that and you want to have like multiple bags but you don't have a lot to spend. I definitely would say if it's not a bag that you really want, then I would just wait for Box Lunch Money or Hot Topic Cash to kick in. I don't really use Hot Topic Cash, so I can't really speak for that, but for Box Lunch Money, it doesn't always work online. Okay, so sometimes it will say, like, I don't know, we'll just use this bag for example, say on the website it'll say excluded from Box Lunch Money, then you can't use it online. Now, I have heard, I've never tried it, but people have said that if you go into the store and you ask them, hey, I have Box Lunch Money, can I use it on this bag? Maybe they don't have it in store either, but they can order it for you and give you the discount. So I would definitely recommend trying it. I've never tried it, but people have said that it works, so I would recommend if you really want a bag and they just don't have it and you can't use your Box Lunch Money online. So now let's talk about the small shops. I've only ordered from a couple small shops. There's this thing called pre-orders, okay? And I feel like it's just a thing that started at the top of this year. It's crazy. So basically at the beginning of each month, I believe, like the first day of the month, I don't really know. I don't really keep up with the pre-orders, but once a month, all these small shops will release pictures of what you can pre-order. If you pre-order something, it can take up to 2 months to receive the actual bag. However, it does guarantee that you will get the bag, and if you wait until it comes out on the small shop's website when it's in stock or on LOUNGEFLY's website, you don't really have a guarantee, especially if it's a popular bag and everyone's trying to get it. It'll probably sell out and you kind of make that risk. So I think if you are purchasing from a pre-order, only purchase bags that you like cannot live without no matter what. Oftentimes they end up going to Box Lunch. So if it goes to Box Lunch, you can end up using your Box Lunch Money. But if you purchase through the pre-orders, then you pay full price. So there's lots of things to think about if you want to do pre-orders. The other thing is you can sign up for all of the small shops that I have listed below. And you can sign up for like their rewards programs. And sometimes you can get lots of money off, similar to Box Lunch Money. And you can get discounts if you collect enough points. And if you are consistently buying from the same small shop every time there's a pre-order or whatever it may be, then you can save so much money. Some people have only had to pay like $10 for a bag because they purchased 5 bags a couple months ago or something like that. We're gonna do the pre-orders. I would say create an account with all the small shops that you have pre-ordered from. Very Nico is a small shop that I've worked with, and I actually have a code. So if you sign up with my code, then you get a discount off of your Very Nico order. It could be LOUNGEFLY, like any other Disney merch that they have on the website. You can use my code when you make a purchase. I also have this catwalk exclusive kind of club that you can join on Verinico, and so you get the pre-order access the day before everyone else, which is also very nice if you are interested in doing that, especially if you're someone that is constantly buying Loungeflies. Then I would definitely recommend doing something like that. I'm not getting sponsored, this video is not sponsored, I am just trying to help you out. If you use my links for Verinico or my code for Verinico, I do make a small commission off the links. Just there if you want to use it. You don't have to use it. I'm just letting you know. Now, what happens if your Loungefly sells out and there's nowhere else to get it? Where can you get it? Well, let me tell you. There are this thing called the resellers, okay? There are reseller sites that you can order from. There's eBay, there's Mercari, there's OfferUp. Those are the three that are the most popular that I've heard of. I've only purchased through Mercari. I've never made a purchase through the other reseller sites. However, they like to raise the prices, okay? They like to make some money, especially if it's a bag that is highly sought after. Bags can go up to $1,000 if they were from a couple years ago and you literally can't get it anywhere else besides Mercari. They're of course gonna raise the prices because they know you can't get it anywhere else besides Mercari. There's this thing called grail bags, and grails are usually bags that a person really wants. Like for example, my grail bags are the Peter Pan Minnie Mouse Main Attraction. I would be so happy. I would trade 1,000,000 bags in order to get those 2 bags. And if you have a bunch of grails, that's a good place to get them, especially if you were like late to the game for Loungeflies. I'm sure there's a bunch of bags that you missed out on and you can't get them anywhere else. So that's where I would recommend you purchase them from. For me, I like to kind of set like a budget. Like I don't like getting bags over $100. Like I am not paying over $100 for a Loungefly. I don't care what the bag is, just too expensive in my opinion for a backpack, so I don't do it. But I mean, for everyone it's different. Maybe for you it's I won't spend more than $500, or I can't spend over $80, or I want it for retail price. I think in order for you to like be smart about how much money you're spending on your bags, I would set a budget before even like going on Mercari. Another way you can get your grail bags is Facebook trading groups. I personally have never done a Facebook trading group or trade in general. That is one way you can do it, but basically like if you have a grail bag that someone else probably really wants and they can't get it, and they have something that you want, then you guys can trade and you guys can kind of do that process on your own. The only thing I would be a little scared about is that it is on your own, so you're not doing it through Mercari or Loungefly. Like it's literally you are taking that risk through a Facebook group. I'm not sure how it really works if I'm being honest, so I don't know. Maybe there's like a really good system in place for trading groups, but I've never done it. However, I know that it exists, so if you're interested in finding a bag that you want and trading with someone, then I would recommend checking out some Facebook groups. Another good way to get some affordable bags is the Loungefly sale section. A lot of things that just don't do well on their website will end up going on sale, so if you are interested in that, I would definitely recommend. Even Shop Disney sometimes has sale bags. Like I think right now the Olaf bag is in stock and it's on sale for like 50 instead of 90. Definitely check the sale section, but once again, if it's a bag you really want, I would just pay full price because you don't know if it's gonna go on sale eventually. I'm just saying, if you go on the sale section and you see something you like, then you got it for 30 instead of 100 and you save some money that way. Another way you can get affordable bags is during the holiday season, especially box lunch. I haven't really seen other people do it, but this past holiday season I saw Box Lunch was hosting a bunch of gift card giveaways through your favorite Disney influencers or content creators and like on their own Instagram. So I would definitely recommend entering those, even if you feel like you're entering like 10 different Box Lunch gift card giveaways. Just enter them. I mean, the worst that could happen is you end up with what you started with, which was not money for box lunch. But if you win, then you can get some free bags, which I have. I got this one for free, and I got this one for free because I had a $100 gift card from Box Lunch that I won on Box Lunch Instagram. So I made a full video about that. It's a great way to get bags as well, is because you can use it on anything on their website. So I would definitely recommend doing that. Now I have just like some little tips that I have from purchasing bags. The first one is there are all over print bags, which means AOP, and that's basically when you see like the print like a million times. So for example, this one, it's an AOP bag because you see like a bunch of different pictures of the characters all over the bag, and this one's just like a solid print. Like this is gonna look the same on every single bag. It's never gonna look different, but the all over prints are different on each bag. If you are able to go into a store and they have multiple options for the AOP bags, then you can definitely check out all of them and kind of see what placement you like better. Like if you like this design and you really wanted it in the center, then you can look through all the bags and make sure it's in the center, or whatever it may be. But if you order it online, just know that you just don't know what it's gonna look like when it comes in. There's also different sizes to the bags. These are both considered mini backpacks, but as you can tell, this one's definitely smaller than this one. What I've noticed is the bags that have a like front pocket like this are usually smaller, and then the ones that have kind of like a flat front are usually taller in size, which I definitely think is interesting, but it's also really helpful to know. So that's how it is for the most part. I don't have any bags that don't verify that theory, but usually if there's no front pocket, like no front pocket sticking out, then it's usually pretty tall in size. Now let's talk about the different plaques. Box Lunch bags look like this. It just says Disney, and then it says Loungefly at the bottom, which is pretty standard for any Loungefly that you buy anywhere besides the parks. If you get a Hot Topic bag, which I do not own a Hot Topic bag, but for the most part they have been starting to do this hard plaque, but for the most part, plaque is the same material as the bag instead of it being like a harder plaque. And then the straps are thinner. I'll try and insert pictures so you guys can see what I'm talking about. However, the Hot Topic bags are always a lot cheaper. I think their bags are like $40 to $50, so it makes sense why it's affordable. I personally don't like that about the Hot Topic bags, which is why I've never purchased one. I did purchase one Hot Topic bag, but I made sure that it was one with the plaque. It's all personal preference, so whatever works for you. I just wanted you to know if you're making a purchase on Hot Topic. And then we have park exclusive bags. So this one is exclusive to the Alani Resort. It says Alani on the top. That's how you know that it is exclusive to the park and to that specific park, and you can't get it anywhere else. Same with this one. This is a Disney Parks bag. I got it at Disneyland. It doesn't say Disneyland, but it says Disney Parks. That's how you can kind of tell, especially if you're looking on Mercari and you don't know if a bag is exclusive or not. That is how you can tell. Disney Parks also came out with a series in 2020, which was the Minnie Mouse Main Attraction series, and each month there was a different Loungefly that was connected to a ride in the park. Those were nearly impossible to get, so if you try and find them on Mercari, it is very expensive for the most part to get the bags that were from those collections. I will link what I ended up getting from the whole series in my description, so you guys can watch that if you kind of want to know what was released each month. You find those on Shop Disney or on Mercari and you're like, why are these so expensive? It's because they were very limited and very exclusive. Disney also comes out with DEC bags, which is Disney Employee Center bags, and those are bags that you can only get at the Disney Employee Center. Recently, another small shop kind of came out with their version of the Disney Employee Center bag, so the value in those bags went down. So those are basically all the tips. Personally, I think Loungeflies are an investment because a lot of the time bags won't get re-released, especially if they're parks bags. I always get questions about what bags I recommend and things like that, and I personally would recommend getting a Disney park bag. If you were only gonna get one bag in your entire life, I would get a Disney park bag because I know that value is definitely gonna go up in price throughout the years. So if you hate it in 5 years from now, I'm sure you could get it for at least double what you paid for. But there are definitely like regular Loungeflies, like for example this bag I think is going for like $300 right now when I paid like $2.60 or something on box lunch. So the value definitely goes up over time, especially if it was very difficult to get. Anytime I buy just any Disney merch, usually like ears and backpacks, I just buy it without really thinking about it, because I know if I hate it in a couple years, or if I hate it tomorrow, or I hate it when it comes in the mail, I know I can resell it and I could at the bare minimum get it for what I paid for. I think Loungeflies specifically are great investments to have. I also wanted to mention that if you're thinking that you may end up selling your bags at some point in time, I would recommend really taking care of your bags as much as possible. That's the main reason why I got a display, was because I didn't want them to get ruined. I would definitely recommend taking care of them as much as you possibly can. If you guys want a video about how to take care of your bags, what are the best methods that I've discovered, then definitely let me know and I can make that for you guys. But I would definitely recommend doing that, because if you decide to sell a bag and it's damaged in some sort of way, then obviously the value of your bag goes down. If you have any other questions, make sure to leave them down below. And if you know of any other tips for purchasing Loungeflies, please leave them in the comments. Let's help each other out, especially if you're new. Remember when I first started, it was kind of overwhelming because there were so many like different things to know about. There's a bunch of different Loungefly content creators, and so I will try and link as many channels as I can think of in the description, so you guys can learn more from other people and the people that I've learned from. That's it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. I love you guys so much, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye guys.